the central thing the government needs to do is it needs to now give a little bit of transparency on its actions. We need to understand when they open, what is the criteria for that opening? So what are the boxes that they want ticked off before they actually start to open? Number one. And I think it's important that the government tells the people of India that these are the criteria that we are going to be using. And if these criteria are met, then we are going to open. Second, we simply cannot continue without providing support to the people who are suffering as a result of this lockdown. And the thing that is most important to understand that the lockdown is not simply a switching on a key and getting rid of the lockdown. Lockdown requires a number of things to happen. It requires a psychological change. Currently, the disease in India is seen as a very, very dangerous disease. And it is true. The disease is dangerous for certain groups of people. It is absolutely dangerous for older people. It is absolutely dangerous for people with diabetes, heart disease, hypertension, chronic infection, lung infection. But other than that, it is not a dangerous disease. So we are going to have to make a psychological change in the mind of our people. Currently, the people are very scared of the disease. The government, if it wants to open up, it has to turn this fear into a sense of confidence. Otherwise, you can open up and people won't go out. Finally, I'd like to say that the opening up is a transition. It's not an on-off switch, it is a transition. And you have to have a strategy for opening up. And this is what I said in my last press conference. And also I mentioned to the Prime Minister in my letter that please, this is not an on-off switch. This is a massive transition that is required. It will require coordination between state government, central government, DM, everybody. And most important, the people of India. That is the challenge in front of the government now. And let me tell you, it's not a trivial thing. It is a serious challenge, and I would request the government that they view state governments as partners. They view district magistrates as their partners, and that they do not centralize the decision making.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rahulji. The next question comes from Siddharth of ANI. Also, I will request Rajdeep Saradesai ji to also ask his questions since they seem to be related. Siddharth ji, first you go ahead. Since you are younger, let's give you the opportunity first.
Now, how come you're giving younger people opportunity first? Normally we have seniors who we give.
No. So that's what.
Rajdeep ji,
It's okay, sir. It's okay.
Senior, he's older.
It's the age of the young.
नमस्कार सर।
नमस्कार।
सर आपसे यही पूछना चाह रहा था, आपने पहले भी बात कही कि लॉकडाउन एक पॉज बटन है और 45 दिन हो गए, लोग सड़क पर आ रहे हैं, साल की महिला को कंधे पर लेकर निकल पड़ता है, ट्रेन से कट गए लोग, जो है जो मालगाड़ी से ट्रेन रेलवे ट्रैक पर लोग चल रहे हैं, साइकिल पर लोग निकल रहे हैं। क्या आपको लगता है कि इस लॉकडाउन की स्ट्रैटेजी जो थी या लॉकडाउन का पर्पस था वो डिफीट हो रहा है और लोग विश्वास खो बैठे हैं सरकार में? क्या यही वजह है कि लोग सड़कों पर निकल रहे हैं? पहला सवाल मेरा। दूसरा सवाल ये कि आपने एक सीरीज शुरू करी है जहां पे आप तमाम एक्सपर्ट से बात कर रहे हैं, उसका पर्पस क्या आप रखने वाले हैं और किस तरीके से उसको जो सजेशंस या जो फीडबैक आपको मिल रहा है उसको क्या रखें?
Sir, can I also ask Rajdeep ji, because they are related questions, sir?
Why don't you give Rajdeep like his own space? Let me answer that. Rajdeep can have his own.
Sure.
देखिए, ये क्रिटिसाइज करने का टाइम नहीं है और मैं क्रिटिसाइज नहीं करूंगा। जो जिस सिचुएशन में हम अब हैं, उस सिचुएशन से हमें आगे बढ़ना है और निकलना है एक प्रकार से। लॉकडाउन हुआ नहीं हुआ वो सब ठीक है, उसकी जगह है, वो हो गया है, वो पास्ट में है। मगर अब खोलने की स्ट्रेटेजी की जरूरत है। दो तीन इस पे मैं आपको न्यूआंस बता देता हूं। आप किसी भी बिजनेस वाले से पूछें तो वो आपको बताएंगे कि जो हमारी सप्लाई चेन है वो रेड, येलो एंड ग्रीन, रेड ऑरेंज एंड ग्रीन सिस्टम के बीच में से निकलती है। तो रेड ऑरेंज एंड ग्रीन का जो हेल्थ केयर वाला सिस्टम है और इकोनॉमिक जो सप्लाई चेन है उसमें क्लैश है। तो उनका कहना है कि ये दोनों चीजों को रिजॉल्व करने की जरूरत है। हमने पहले भी कहा कि पैसे की जरूरत आज है, माइग्रेंट्स को पैसा आज देना है, सपोर्ट आज देना है, गरीब लोगों को आज पैसा देना है, और जो स्मॉल एंड मीडियम इंडस्ट्रीज हैं उनको आज मदद करनी है, कल नहीं, परसों नहीं, आज। क्योंकि अगर हमने आज नहीं मदद की तो जो जॉब लॉसेस हो रही हैं वो सुनामी बन जाएंगी। तो उसको हमें उनको कॉन्फिडेंस देना है, उनको प्रोटेक्ट करना है। तो पहले सवाल का जवाब यह है कि एक स्ट्रेटेजी निकालनी है, तरीका निकालना है, रास्ता निकालना है, और उसमें कांग्रेस पार्टी मदद करने के लिए तैयार है। क्योंकि हमारे भी स्टेट्स हैं, हमारे पास भी काफी लोग हैं जो इन चीजों को समझते हैं, इकोनॉमिक्स को समझते हैं, और स्पिरिट यही है प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस का। आपका दूसरा सवाल, ये जो मेरे कॉन्वर्सेशंस हैं, देखिए नॉर्मली मैं काफी लोगों से बातचीत करता हूं नॉर्मल कोर्स में, और उनमें से काफी लोगों के जो कॉन्वर्सेशंस होते हैं काफी इंटरेस्टिंग होते हैं। तो मैंने सोचा कि एक झलक मैं उन कॉन्वर्सेशंस को हिंदुस्तान की जनता को, लोगों को, बाकी लोगों को भी दिखा दूं। वही बेसिक आइडिया था कि जो एक्सपर्ट से बातचीत हो रही है, जो मुझे सीखने को मिल रहा है, समझने को मिल रहा है, मैं थोड़ा सा वो दूसरे लोगों को भी दिखा दूं। बाकी उसके पीछे कोई स्ट्रेटेजी नहीं है।
Thank you, sir. May I ask Rajdeep ji to come in since you had a related question?
Mr. Gandhi, first of all, we all appreciate you doing these conversations because they help in building an engagement with the press community. So thank you very much and stay well. My question is linked to what happened this morning in Aurangabad. Early this morning, as you know, 15 workers were crushed to death in a train incident. This is, part of an ongoing tragedy, unfolding tragedy of migrant labor, Mr. Gandhi. In Karnataka, yesterday, the government did a U-turn. First said no trains will be allowed, eventually allowed trains even as the workers were walking. Even as we speak, several workers are still walking hundreds of kilometers home. Do you think the time has come for a national migrant labor policy? And does that involve cash transfers that you are talking about right away, or something more long-term? Because the Odisha High Court today, for example, has said they will not allow migrant workers to come into Odisha unless they are shown to be COVID negative. Do you believe this has to go beyond COVID? And in the immediate, would you want trains across the country as the first step, and then a national long-term migrant labor policy? And what would that involve, Mr. Gandhi?
Look, there are pushes and pulls with regards to the migrant labor. First broad thing that we are saying is take the idea of Nyay and start putting money directly into 50% of India's poor households. Just without thinking of it, just start doing that. It's not going to cost so much. 65,000 crores is what it's going to cost. And it will completely transform the way people are thinking about this current situation, their current situation. Because we have to understand, if you are on daily wages, you do not have choices. You simply do not have a choice. So we have to give them a choice. That's point number one. Point number two is the transfer of migrants. I am not an expert on this. So I'm not going to sit and opine what I think about trains. But what I do think is that a conversation between states has to happen. And these decisions have to be made with empathy towards migrants, with thinking about their rights, so not crushing their rights, but they have to happen between states, and the center has to oversee them. The pain has to be reduced, absolutely.
So you're saying the minimum income right away, Mr. Gandhi? Am I correct?
I'm saying that we are in an emergency. We require absolutely the idea of Nike. Call it whatever you want. Call it something else. Call it Pradhan Mantri Yojana, whatever you want to do. But the idea of injecting immediately 7,500 rupees directly into 50% of Indian households is critical, and it's not such a big price. Second, the idea that we can simply let our job creators drown. This is not feasible. We have to protect them. We have to make sure that we give them a wage protection scheme, 1 lakh crore wage protection scheme, and 1 lakh crore credit guarantee scheme to MSMEs. And then we have to give them 6-month interest subsidy. So we have to build a wall for them so that they can fight what is coming. We have to give them we have to build a financial support behind them. Look, it is pretty clear that a lot of these companies are going to go down. If we do not do anything, massive number of them are going to go down. So we have to ensure that we build a wall and we protect as many of them as possible. Now, there's another thing here, which is something important, that when we think about India's business system, we cannot simply say MSMEs and not big business, because there is a link between big business and MSMEs. Most of the stuff the MSMEs supply goes to big business. So if your big business isn't firing, your MSMEs can't fire. So there has to be a view where we are thinking systemically, where we are working to start the economy, where we are certainly giving much more benefit to the small and medium industry, but we're also keeping in mind that there is a link between large business and small and medium business. And if we suddenly say, okay, only SMM, only small business is going to be helped and big business is going to be left to its own devices, we'll actually harm small business as well. Thing to understand in this current situation is everything is connected. And if you want to start the engine, you cannot think of starting just one part of the engine. You've got to start the whole engine. That is why creating demand, putting money into the system, putting money into poor people's hands, helping small and medium businesses, making sure you're protecting some of the larger players. These are all things that are interlinked if you want to start the economy.
Thank you, sir. May I go back to the news agency IANS?
Yes.
Please go ahead. From IANS.
It's almost 45 days into the lockdown. Does it surprise you that there is no sign of much talk about fiscal stimulus package? Congress party and Sonia Gandhi has given suggestions so many times to the government. In fact, Congress president has written many letters and asking for a special package. We haven't still heard from the government anything about fiscal deficit, fiscal assistance package. Why is it necessary? The assistance is necessary. Why?
No, sorry, you're saying the assistance is necessary. Why?
Why is it necessary? Why is it essential to announce it soon?
Because the Indian economy stopped, because businesses are collapsing, and you need to create demand immediately. You need to get the system started. Otherwise, we'll have a catastrophe, right? Now, I understand that there is a view in the government that if we move too fast and we spend too much money, we might end up getting a downgrade, and we might end up creating problems with the rupee. But my sense is that you've got to take that risk. You have to move aggressively now, because if you do not control and defend the foundation of our economy, downgrade and all will not matter anymore.
Thank you, sir.
India is all about domestic consumption. we have to start domestic consumption. We have to start the engine. And I'm sorry to say, we're losing time. And the more time we lose, the worse the impact is going to be.
But why do you think that government is delaying it?
I said to you that there is a sense in the government that creating a large deficit will create problems externally on as far as the rupee is concerned, and as far as downgrading of our country is concerned. But I think the government needs to stop worrying about that and move quickly to protect the heart of our economy.
Thank you, sir. From PTI भाषा, अनवर जी कृपया अपना सवाल पूछिए।
सर नमस्कार। सर आप बार बार जो है डिसेंट्रलाइजेशन की बात कर रहे हैं, उस संदर्भ में आपको क्या लगता है जो केंद्र सरकार का रुख रहा है अब तक राज्यों के प्रति, उसे आप कैसे देखते हैं? और जो प्रधानमंत्री की एक कोट अनकोट स्ट्रांग लीडर की जो छवि है, उसका संकट के इस समय कितना फायदा और कितना नुकसान हुआ है आपके नजरिए में? थैंक यू सर।
देखिए, फ्रैंकली अगर आप मुझे पूछें, देखिए प्राइम मिनिस्टर की स्टाइल है और वो उसकी जगह है, वो उनका तरीका है, उनका स्टाइल है। मगर ऐसी घटना में मुझे एक स्ट्रांग लीडर के बजाय बहुत सारे स्ट्रांग चीफ मिनिस्टर, एक स्ट्रांग प्राइम मिनिस्टर और बहुत सारे स्ट्रांग डीएम्स, बहुत सारे स्ट्रांग कलेक्टर्स चाहिए। मुझे चाहिए कि हम बीमारी को लोकल लेवल पे ही निपटा दें। हर लेवल पे बीमारी के सामने एक स्ट्रांग हिंदुस्तानी लीडर खड़ा हो, चाहे वो डीएम हो, चाहे वो किसान हो। मगर मैं उनकी स्टाइल है, वो अलग है, वो ठीक है। मैं आपको छोटा सा उदाहरण देता हूं। ये जो जोन्स बने हैं, रेड, ऑरेंज, ग्रीन, ये नेशनल लेवल से बने हैं। ये जोन्स स्टेट लेवल पे बनने चाहिए। हमारे स्टेट के चीफ मिनिस्टर्स हमें कह रहे हैं कि नेशनल लेवल पे जो रेड जोन है वो एक्चुअली ग्रीन जोन है, और जो ग्रीन जोन है वो एक्चुअली रेड जोन है। तो इंफॉर्मेशन स्टेट लेवल लीडर्स के पास है। तो जरूरी है कि जो हमारे जोन्स बन रहे हैं, छोटा सा उदाहरण दिया है, जो हमारे जोन्स बन रहे हैं वो एक्चुअली डीएम और चीफ मिनिस्टर के बेसिस पे बनने चाहिए। डीएम के पास इंफॉर्मेशन है, चीफ मिनिस्टर के पास इंफॉर्मेशन है, दिल्ली में ये इंफॉर्मेशन नहीं है। छोटा सा उदाहरण दिया।
आपके स्वास्थ्य का प्रहरी श्री बालाजी हॉस्पिटल, कांगड़ा, हिमाचल।